if you're super serious about your gameplay, after every first or second time that I play, I wipe all the old stuff off and put it on. So I'm saying hey guys, what's going on? It's Tony from Lube Paintball. Today I'm going to give you a quick overview on how to maintain the Shocker XLS, or at this point, a lot of other spool valve guns. So let's jump right into it. First off, guys, don't forget to go to LubePaintball.com. Check out the vast resources that we have on there to purchase, obviously. But today I want to talk about maintenance on your Shocker XLS. Ooh, little Jerky Den, little jerky from the side. And then also, once I get into the bolt, the maintenance of the bolt, it's going to be like a lot of other spool valve guns. Very similar anyways, so let's move on. Let's move forward. First off, I want to say maintenance. Unscrew your barrel. If you've been playing for a day or a tournament or a week or whatever you've been doing, unscrew the barrel. Take a look down in some bright light. Yep, there's definitely some gunk in there. You guys probably can't see down in there, but it doesn't matter. Carry a swab with you guys. Barrel swab. This one's an Exalt Barrel Made. Works absolutely wonderful. It's got the plush up front and then the barrel squeegee tip on the back. Always run it through, no matter what. I don't care if you broke paint throughout your playing, throughout your day, throughout your tournament. Always run a swab through your barrel. Make sure it's clean before you put it back in your gear bag. Set that down. Set the swab off to the side. Secondly, once again, Shocker XLS. Push button bolt, pop it out the back. What I highly recommend is, yeah, and there's definitely a little, I don't know if you guys can see that on camera, a little fuzz on the tip. You know, we're going to clean that off. Microfiber. Microfiber in hand. Also, always have a fresh battery on hand. And then the correct Allen tool to install that battery and take out the old one. And then we're going to go in here. Stock lube, Mark. These guys are engineers at the factory that put these guns together. So I think they would know what to use. So you've got, in this one, in this instance, hold on, let me pull it out. I know it's some Dow. You got Dow in the little tin here for the lube. And then you've got your rebuild kit here as well. So any higher end tournament gun that you're going to purchase is going to offer a rebuild kit with O-rings, ball detents, stuff like that, and then a container of lube. So you're going to want to do that. So I would highly recommend using any of the stock lube that the gun comes with. So let me just pull this apart. That's what that looks like, stock out of the Shocker box. So I'm going to set that off to the side. So I've already squeegeed the barrel just to make sure, even if I did or did not break paint, it's always a good idea. Run a squeegee through there to clean the barrel out before the next time you play. Here we go. So for the bolt, obviously pop the bolt out. Could be looking, yep, there's a little fuzzies in there. I'm going to run the barrel swab through the actual center of the gun as well. Clear out any debris in there. Look through it in the light once again. Make sure it's looking pretty smooth. There's nothing you can, there's no junk or paint shells or anything in there. Cool. Now, onto the actual bolt itself. You want to have this, like I said earlier, the microfiber. Wipe off any old lube, paint, shells, whatever. Your inner can is going to come apart. Like I said, most spool valve guns are very similar in the way they come apart, the way they operate. So this one for the Shocker, tons here, we want to pop that off. So I'm going to wipe all this old lube off. Yep, you're definitely going to want that because for the Shocker. Boom, center O-ring. Yeah, we're going to put that off to the side, but this will pop through. So pop your can off. Guys, if you didn't see that, a lot of people say, wow, you didn't do it the proper way. You're going to ruin that O-ring. If you want to be super specific, you're going to take this top O-ring right off, and then your can will slide through easier. But what I do, I just push it through until the next time. If I need to replace that O-ring, it's not a big deal. I've got a new one in the kit. So you pop it off. Obviously, this slides through there. And then wipe all the excess broken paint, if you have any shells, old lube, right off of here. And then do the same on the top part of the can. Wipe that all off. You need a microfiber. I wouldn't recommend using paper towel, but if that's all you have, then, I mean, that'll work too. So wipe everything off, and then the back part. You can see I got a bunch of old like debris and stuff in there, so want to clean that off. We'll do that. Like I said, this is not only for the Shocker XLS, this is for a lot of the spool valve guns out there. Super similar in the way they have inner can O-rings, the way the whole system, the engine pulls apart and unscrews. So once you do that, guys, stock lube. A lot of people just want to lather it on. You need a really thin coat of the lube on every O-ring. You don't need to just slap it on there. You put too much on there, guess what? Your gun's probably going to stick and not function that properly. So I always put a little bit on my finger and just kind of roll it around. Right, Mark?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, just kind of roll it around. You don't need to slap a bunch of mayonnaise on there, you know what I'm saying?
A little bit of do ya.
Yeah, a little bit of do ya. You got to keep it going. Every O-ring that you see, and speaking of the O-rings, take a look over them all. If you see any chips, divots, or shavings of an O-ring, replace it. Obviously, it's going to help you on the field, and it's also going to help your teammates not to be mad at you because my gun's down. Well, did you properly maintain that gun? After every time I play, I always kind of check it out and look my stuff over to make sure that it is properly functioning for the next time that I'm going to play. Because if you're in the middle of a tournament and your gun went down because of your poor maintenance skills, A, you're not going to like yourself, and B, trust me, your teammates aren't going to like you as well. So thin layer across all the O-rings. Don't forget about the inner can O-rings as well, because a lot of these spool valve guns definitely have inner can O-rings. So you're going to want to put a little grease on those so they don't dry out and they can stay nice and flush. So we're going to do that. Okay, last part. Here, here, and here. But Mark, I didn't even go over the battery situation yet.
Nope.
Because a lot of the guys out there, my gun's not functioning right. Well, you might want to change your battery, guys. Right?
Out of curiosity, though, before we jump into batteries, how long should that little tin of grease last?
The amount that they give you, like I said, after every turn, if you're super serious about your gameplay, after every first or second time that I play, I wipe all the old stuff off and put it on. So I'm saying if you're very avid and super serious about maintaining your marker, I mean, that'll last you, shoot. If you play often, 6 months to a year. I know guys that have shot their gun 6 months to a year and have never lubed it or cleaned it once. So that might last you 3 years. It's really hard to say. There is a lot of lube. Like, I've got everything lubed. I'm about to put it back together, and I barely touched the surface. 6 months to a year, if you're an avid cleaner, if you don't care about your gun and just want to keep it rocking and run it through the dirt, mud, and the grime, years, for sure.
And then the second question is, my Planet Eclipse markers come with vitamin G. Is that the same kind of stuff?
No, this is different. It's their version. It's a Dow. It's still a Dow lube. Some people use Dow 33, Dow 55. This is the Shocker from the factory lube. So that's what I'm going to use because that's what they sent it with. So we're going to do that.
Will it void your warranty if you use a different lubrication?
I don't think so. I know when you start altering parts, that voids warranty, but different lube, I don't think it will. But I'd highly recommend just use a stock lube or use something that's very, very similar to if you ran out of your stock lube or lost it, a lot of people do that as well. Use something very similar to what the gun came with. They're engineers for a reason. They sell markers for a reason, and they know what they're doing. So, all right, this top O-ring on the XLS. Don't forget, guys, if you guys don't have this, if you guys lose this in the cleaning process, you need to get a new one because it's definitely going to make a difference. Goes right on the top there, and you're going to need that in the gun. So I'm going to pop this bolt back in, fully lubed, cleaned, ready to go. Second thing that I want to talk about, which I just mentioned earlier, Mark, is the battery. It's going to be, if you're right-handed or if you're left-handed, palm side if you're left-handed to access the battery. Every single time that I play, I know it's excessive, definitely not necessary, but I never want my gun to go down on the field, I put a brand new battery in the gun. So I'm going to pop this bad boy open real quick and just got to put a new battery in there. So flop this open. Guys, on the Shocker, it is, if you're left-handed, it would be palm side. A lot of people aren't. So if you're holding the gun right-handed, it's on the opposite side of the palm. So for the Shocker, there it is. I always put a brand new battery in there because I never want to be, you know, kind of surprised out there on the field. So I use my little Allen key, pull this bad boy out if it wants to cooperate.
Probably one of the dumbest reasons for your gun to go down.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, a lot of guys like, oh my gun's not working. Well, did you actually put in a new battery or did you not? So let me just get this. Let me figure this out here. It's a little, oh man, it's tight. Pop that out. I always recommend, this is one of the biggest things that I see, people buy dollar store batteries from Target. Make sure you're buying an Energizer, Duracell, something that's lithium or an industrial grade to last, because my gun has an issue. Okay, why is your gun have an issue? Okay, it's lubed, it's this, you got air. You got the cheapest battery that I ever did see inside of the gun. Make sure you guys are using a name brand good battery. And if you bought your batteries 5 years ago and they're still brand new in package, probably should buy some new ones, because I've heard that one as well. Well, I bought these, they were brand new. Well, how long would you buy them? Years ago. Well, yeah, you should probably not do that. So anyways, always throw a brand new battery in the gun. Boom. And then, Mark, what else would you say? What do you think that I didn't cover?
What about just getting random splatter off the side of the body and things of that nature?
Oh, yeah. Well, once again, you're going to need this microfiber, and you're going to want to clean off the gun. And at that point in time, obviously, just wipe off, make your gun look pretty again. I want to say that I was going to say, like, for how long you shot it for, like the eye covers too. If you guys broke paint, obviously the Shocker XLS has external access to the eye covers, so you just pop those off if you did break paint. And I would highly recommend, like Mark said, cleaning the exterior of the gun, keep her looking pretty. Hey, if you got paint, you got shot in the feed neck, pop your feed neck off real quick. On this one, it's only one screw. This will come off. Clean around there. Just maintain the gun in general. You don't want it to go down out on the field.
Can I stick it like under the faucet in my kitchen to get those deep cracks?
I would highly go against that. Get yourself some Q-tips if you want to get into the crack situation. I wouldn't put an electronic gun underwater by any means. Obviously, Mark was just joking. He surely knows that. And once again, though, Shocker XLS. Ooh, she's a beauty.
No, I was just trying to touch on the fact that sometimes a microfiber can't get into all the little crevices and deeper pockets that the paint will find a way into.
Oh, 100%, yes. So if you guys did happen to get shot up a ton in the grip frame area, I would recommend dropping your frame, cleaning it off with a microfiber or a little alcohol on like a swab on a Q-tip, getting in there and just getting, if it's dried up, nasty tournament paint, stuff like that though. But general maintenance on a Shocker XLS or a spool valve gun, pop your bolt out, unscrew the can, make sure all your O-rings are good, lube up, real slight layer around every single O-ring, put a fresh battery in the gun, check your ASA, make sure there's no broken paint down in that way, no paint shells, anything like that. And overall, take care of the gun. You guys, this thing is, if you're caught out there with the machine not working on the field, you're going to be in trouble, or you're just going to call yourself out, and nobody wants that. So once again, a real quick overview of how to properly lube and maintain a Shocker XLS or a spool valve gun. Don't forget to go to LomaPaintball.com and the Jerky Den. Got some of the best lean protein in the game, guys. And I hope you enjoyed this video. And swab your barrel, for Christ's sake. You need that accuracy out there on the field.
And wait, there's more. Don't forget patreon.com/LomoTV for the after show that's starting in 3, 2, 1.
Now.